Alright, what's going on everyone? Big D here. It's time to review Gotham Season 1, Episode 18, titled Everyone Has a Cobblepot. And literally, all of us really do have a cobblepot. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, please go to fox.com/Gotham. Watch the full episode there. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode and give you my opinions, pros and cons, and the final score. Thanks so much for joining me. Also, if you guys watch the Fox Network, I'm also reviewing the following Season 3, so guys, check that out. Thanks so much again for joining me here on a lovely Monday night, or whenever you watch this. Let's get right to it. By the way, Gotham's taking a break, a long break actually. Gotham returns April 13th. What am I gonna do? Anyway, Fish gets a new eye, by the way, in the beginning, and we'll talk about this. Fish gets an eye, a new eye. It's all very blue. Mr. Dollmaker, who was the doll maker, gave it to her. Basically, Fish tries to talk her away and saying, how about I be your right-hand man type of person, like your helper. Flash gets released. If you remember early on in the season, this guy named Arnold Flash was arrested because he's a dirty cop, which a lot of them are, but very dirty. Harvey kind of did this video with Commissioner Loeb where he did false evidence against Flash and kind of went behind Jim's back. So Loeb made him do that. So now it's kind of different because we get Harvey Dent back. We only seen Harvey Dent one episode, and that's it, like 7 episodes ago. No, more like almost 12 episodes ago. I feel almost like 12 episodes ago Harvey Dent came out. And then, so basically Jim Gordon and Harvey Dent are investigating. He's kind of like in Harvey's spot right now. And Mr. Dollmaker basically had one of his helpers manipulated. And he's literally it's kind of like American Horror Story Freak Show, like where it's manipulated and he has like a girl arm and he's like, he's just screaming in pain and just in shock. And it's so creepy because you're like, this is too far for Gotham. You didn't expect that, so that's how good it is. That was really creepy, by the way. And basically, Jim heads to this person named Shi Lu, and basically he's just a guy that lives out of this restaurant and doing a bunch of gambling, money, all that dirty business. Anyway, he ends up getting his guys with a bunch of knives, and they run after Harvey and Jim, and Harvey ends up saving them. Fish gets people picked from the basement, and yeah, they did. There's this two old couple that end up taking Penguin, Jim, and Harvey in to talk because they said they work with Loeb. They're lying, obviously, and the two old couple attack them. But basically, they get the upper hand, and the two old couple are knocked out. I'll talk about that in my pros and cons. And basically, Marion Loeb, which is Commissioner Loeb's daughter, is upstairs in the attic. That's where they keep her locked up. Kringle has a boyfriend, by the way, named Tom, so Nigma is going to be one of those where he had flowers for her and everything. I feel bad for Nigma, dude. Nigma just gets hated on so much. Poor thing, man. Seriously. Anyway, he threw his flowers away, by the way, and she killed her mom. Marion Loeb killed her mom. And, basically, Jim does a deal with Loeb saying, you do this, you give me the files from Harvey Dent and all the cops you have here, and, we're good. I won't mess with your daughter. So Penguin kills the old couple. He makes the girl strangle her husband, and then she's like, what time is the train? And he shoots. He's like, oh, there is no train. And he shoots her with a shotgun. I'll talk about that in my pros and cons also. And at the end, we see Fish, and basically she's talking to Dollmaker and saying, you do not betray me, and you can't either way because they're on an isolated island. And that's how it ends. So overall, what did I think about this Gotham episode overall? Was this episode worth watching at the end? Am I going to be like, oh, I can't wait for April 13th. Oh. Let's talk about it. There is some good, there are some pros of this episode, and there are some cons. I'll get with my pros first. First off, Fish. Fish Mooney is an enjoyable character. She really is, and I like her arc. I like how she has a new eye. And after a while, she doesn't really freak out. She just goes with it. She's kind of like, okay, new eye. Fish is a cool character. I like her story arc right now. I didn't like the ending, though, with her. I wish if they're going to end really strong. That's not nothing strong. I think we all knew she was kind of in an isolated area. She was on the ship for one thing. She got caught on a ship. She's not near Gotham, obviously. It's disturbing and creepy. That whole thing of the manipulation and everything, that's creepy. It's really disturbing. I mean, also, Marion Loeb upstairs in the attic. I thought she was Alice, like they were going to do a Mad Hatter type of thing. And I was like, I was in Wonderland. Did anyone think that? Like, was anyone going to think, like, that's Alice? I don't know. I thought that was going to... I don't know. Whatever. Edward Nygma, his storyline right now, they didn't show him last week, and now they show him, and you just feel bad for him every second. I feel bad, but I really do like how he keeps on trying. Trust me, Nygma, you're going to get charges pressed on you if you keep on doing that. By experience, I know. Also, Dollmaker, man, he's creepy. I like him. He's the only character, a villain type, that doesn't really bother me. Like, every time Maroni's on screen or all that, I like when they're on screen, but it's kind of like, oh, shut up. It's just, yeah, I'm going to be boss one day. And now just, Dollmaker is just like, I like you, but if you betray me, you're going to end up like him. And it was like, ah! So, yeah, I like Dollmaker. Anyway, my cons, really, for this episode, and then I'll let you guys go. Bruce Wayne, what are you... I like what they showed him as, but why is he reading a book to Alfred that's freaking sleeping? You're not 50 years old, Bruce, where you're reading a book. You should go outside or something. Also, you only showed him for like 2 scenes and that's it. What's wrong with you? You're going to make me wait a month and no Bruce. The action was so stupid. Usually the action's good on Gotham. Like, last week, Red Hood, freaking great action. This action, shit. It's total shit. The whole couple thing, the girl literally was gonna, like, she had a shotgun and she, like, turned around and she just fell, like, oh, done. And I was like, either the writers are really lazy this episode, or they were just like, maybe they don't think the audience is so smart. Maybe they think we're stupid, so we're like, she falls. Ha! Perfect. Put it in a DC movie. I don't know. I just didn't like that, guys. There is some cheesy, like that whole Shilu guy. He was like, hey, and then after that he was like, shine, and then they basically just went after them with the knives, and I was like, oh, you guys, that was cheesy. It is a slow episode. It's not boring. I wouldn't say there's a lot of boring. It's just slow. I didn't like the ending. They could have had a better ending. And also, I feel like the Penguin's losing his steam. I used to be happy when Penguin was on screen, like, yes, Penguin, what's going to go on? And now over the past episodes, I've been kind of like, I don't care for Penguin anymore type of thing. It's one of those, how it feels about Penguin now. And also, Marion Loeb, I really didn't care for her character. I don't think we're ever going to see Marion Loeb for a while, even if she comes back. I didn't care for her character in the attic. It is creepy. I like the way she portrayed it, but I don't care for the character herself, and I don't care for Loeb. So, overall, this episode it's an okay episode. It's not great. It could have been better, way better. The writing could have been better. The action could have been better. The ending could have been better. It could have been a little bit more good pacing. But overall, it's still enjoyable with Fish and her problem and disturbing Enigma. That's all stuff that is redeemable. Overall, I'm going to give this Gotham episode a B-, which is a 6.80 out of 10. Secondarily, a solid C. So, yeah, it's an okay episode, and it's one of those. I could wait for April 13th, but there's only 4 more episodes left. You could have done 4 weeks. You guys could have continued filming, but hey, it happened, right? I'll see you guys April 13th. Thank you so much. Make sure you watch that following review. I also did the Last Man on Earth review, in case you missed it. Thank you guys so much. Spock be with you always. Until next time. Bruce Wayne. See you guys soon.